Can you take me seriously looking like this? I have no idea.
1 hour later.
Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is going to be quite like an editorial, fun kind of look. I had this idea in my head and I just wanted to sit down and create a look like this that was like a little bit just like editorial, like a little bit popping, that definitely had a lot of graphic lines, but then some softness as well, and I was able to create that with this look. But if you're new here and you have never seen my face before and you don't know what I'm about, my name is Anya and I post videos on YouTube every single day, and they're mostly about makeup. I like to do looks like these, and I also like to give commentary and talk about makeup products, the makeup industry, consumerism, etc. So if you're interested in any of that content, be sure to check out my channel down below. And like I said, I do post every single day, so there's always something new and fresh on my channel. So now that we're done with that kind of little tidbit of promotion, let's just get into the video. I have like this idea in my head for what I want to do. I definitely know that I want to incorporate maybe some red, not so much like navy, because I kind of want this look to correspond to what I'm wearing, but I definitely want to include red. I feel like if I included navy, I feel like that would be a little bit too much for what I have in mind. So I'm going to use tape. I'm just going to put it onto the outer corners of my eye, like pretty much like you do when you're trying to create like a winged liner. Actually, I think this tape is a little bit too short, so let me get another piece. Okay, so I'm kind of putting on the tape like this, sort of like slanted a little bit far out. We'll see how that works out. And I'm also kind of taping my lower lash line as well. So this looks a little bit weird, but I'm going to go ahead and try to match up the other side to this side, and I'll be right back. I will say that a lot of times whenever I do this tape thing, sometimes it doesn't match up in the end, and then I get like really upset, but then I'm like, you know what, it doesn't matter, and I'll say the same thing to you. If it doesn't match up, it's okay, it's just makeup, and it doesn't really have to match up if you don't want it to. So whenever you make a mistake, just pretend that you made that mistake on purpose to be new and different, and people will think that you actually did make it on purpose, and people will not doubt your ability. So that's my secret there. That sounds really weird, but yeah, kind of weird. I will say that what I'm doing here is I'm putting the tape on the back of my hand and I'm taking it off, okay, and then putting it back on again. I'm doing this so that the tape doesn't drag my skin too much, or doesn't like pull up my skin too much. So what I'm going to do with this tape is I'm going to put it on my top eyelid. This is so weird, but I'm just gonna like try and work with it and see what happens. This might turn into a full-blown catastrophe, we do not know. Can you take me seriously looking like this? I have no idea. I'm going to be taking this flat brush and I'm going to be dipping it into this red color. This is from the Juvia's Place Festival palette. I absolutely love this red. It is so beautiful. And this is going to go right into the space where the tape is not covering my skin.
Oh, no, 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 no.
It's kind of like filling in negative space. It's kind of like coloring within the lines, something that I never did and I never even want to do. But there is a first time for everything, isn't there? I have no idea what I'm doing so far, but I will explain this in the voiceover, so back to you, editing Anya. Oi, this video is turning into such a weird thing to be editing, just telling you guys this, and of course, I have to do a voiceover because I said so that I would do it in the video. I'm so good at what I do, guys. I'm so good at this. But what I'm doing here is I'm taking a light tangerine color, or more like a light mango. This happens to be from the James Charles palette. You do not need to get this palette to recreate this. Just choose an orange color or a neon blue. I don't care. Just do whatever you want. I'm taking this color and I'm basically applying it right next to that red. And I'm using a tiny detail brush because I felt like this would allow me a lot of color payoff, and this would help with the opacity of the shade that I wanted to apply. So yes, it's starting to come together this stage, but not too much. I think that the running theme throughout this video is that I literally do not know what I'm doing, so I think you guys have already realized this, but if you're still watching, hopefully you're finding this mildly entertaining, so there you go. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like a little tiny itty bitty brush. I'm going to dip into that, I think I'll dip into this pink color. Let's just try pink. And I'm going to apply this into my lower lash line. And my friends, we are doing a hot pink lower lash line. It is going to be quite structured because of the addition and the aid of the tape that we applied early that made me look like a idiot, but this is going to be a very, very vibrant pink lower lash line, and it's going to blend in beautifully with the red, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. It's gonna be so pretty. What am I doing, you ask? I'm basically trying to make up my own music so I don't have to basically put too many credits in the description box because I'm tired and I want to get this edited and I don't know what I'm doing. So if you're watching this and you're wondering what the heck is going on, I don't know. I think I'm having a little bit of a creative crisis, but it's turning into something mildly interesting, so we're just going to keep it that way. My friends, I think it's time to take the tape off because, well, I don't know what else to do, so we're doing that. This isn't too terrible. I am very surprised. I will say that. I am actually very surprised. I'm going to be dipping into my favorite yellow, which happens to be from the color Drain palette. Why am I not using another yellow that's in some of the palettes that I've been using? Because I don't like those yellows as much as I like this one. I mean, I like those yellows, but they're not like amazing yellows in my opinion. At least when compared to this, and like this in my opinion is like the best yellow in my collection. So that's why I'm just going to use it to coat the brush, and yes, I am putting on a lot onto the brush, but that's because I am excited, and I'm just going to apply this to my inner crease. Bum 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 bum. I'm thinking maybe I can go in with my fingers and try and really just push that color into the skin. Whether your brother or whether your mother, you're staying alive, feels it breaking and everybody shaking. Huh, that's interesting. You know, we're staying alive, ah, 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 staying alive, ah, 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 staying alive. I'm kind of merging the yellow into the orange that's right over here, but not really, since I actually want to have quite a bit of negative space in this look. Contrary to my usual mantra, if you will, like I do want to have negative space here. I kind of like the way it's looking and I just want to leave it like this. So now I'm just going to go in with a little bit of foundation, not a lot. I just want to like use a little bit of foundation to kind of touch up my face and to kind of like just even things out, because I actually do have quite a considerable amount of spots on my face right now, which I mean I want to like not take away from like this look, so I want to cover those areas up. So okay, so I figured whatever I was saying in this clip wasn't really important enough, and you guys probably already know my foundation ritual, if you know what I mean, but I just want to apologize profusely for whatever you heard in that last clip. I listened back to it and my eardrum kind of popped. So if you are still watching, wow, I feel like you're the only one, honestly, because I feel like any sane person would have unsubscribed by now, and that is totally fine. But yes, I feel like this is so bad. I just want to keep going and see where this takes me. Okay, so now that we have like the bare minimum of foundation on my face, which is the way I like it, I'm going to go in with some highlight. I'm going to be using the Kylie Jenner highlight, the loose highlight pigment, and whatever. What is happening? My highlight is going on quite patchy. And I know it's not the highlight itself. I think it has something to do with the fact that I did put tape in that area, so now it's going weird. I'm just gonna take the product, I'm just gonna dab it onto my skin. Yeah, because like usually this highlight is actually rather good and I always use it and I love it. But for some reason right now it's behaving like very patchily and I'm not living for it. I'm going to take the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, which I've been trying to use a little bit more lately, and I'm just going to use it to sculpt my face. I look quite otherworldly, I think, in this look, which is interesting. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with some mascara. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some red lip liner. I was thinking and kind of like playing around with like what kind of lip I wanted to do for this look, and I was thinking a nude lip, but then I was like there's no point in doing a nude lip, I think, because like might as well do a red because there's red in the eye look. Might as well just like have it all come together, you know? So that's why I'm going to do a red lip liner, and then I'll be putting a red lip color on top. I checked my lashes and they appear to be quite tacky and I don't want to leave them there for too long, so I'm just going to pop them on really quickly. Those are the House of Lashes Iconic Lights. So now that I have those on, I'm going to go back to my lips, and the lip color that I'm going to be using today is a Fenty Beauty Stunna lip paint in the shade Uncencored. I love this thing so much. It's a beautiful color and a really nice formula. I do think that this applicator is created in such a way that in order to not get excess product on my lips, I kind of have to like scrape the product off of the top of the bottle so as not to like put like a ton of product on my lips like right away. While I wait for my lips to dry down a little bit, I'm going to go and do my lower lash mascara. I'm skipping this because this is just way too boring. So moving on, fast forward, let's go. I'm going to be going in with some gloss. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, and I'm just putting some on my finger. This is the shade Diamond Milk, by the way. And I'm just going to apply it directly to my lips, just work it in with the use of my finger.
One eternity later.
Okay, so that is pretty much the end of this makeup look. I felt like I wanted to create a look like this, and I'm glad that my like vision in my head came to fruition, if you will. And I do want to say that it kind of clashes with whatever I'm wearing, because I feel like this is so awkward, doesn't really work with this, but who cares? You know, it doesn't really matter. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look and found it interesting, maybe found my struggle entertaining throughout this video. Give this video a like and subscribe to my channel, or unsubscribe. I really will not blame you. If you want to see more looks like this and some more, you know, mellow, some more not so dramatic looks as well. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.